Hello, happy holiday guys, and welcome to the Baweje family. As you saw in our today's title, we are going to be talking about 1 month in marriage versus 1 year in marriage. Guys, we are about to be celebrating our first year anniversary in our marriage.
Yes guys, the reality is, when you get married, the fire, the romance is so much. I remember when we first got married, we used to even brush each other's teeth. I remember we wake up the whole month, by the way, after getting married. We enter the bathroom, we put Colgate, we start, brushing each other's teeth.
Yeah.
As months go by, the reality starts hitting.
No one wants to look at each other when we are brushing.
We can't even tolerate each other now.
I
feel like, you know what? This happens to many people. So most of the times when you feel like maybe the love you used to have for each other is no longer there. That is just reality. The honeymoon phase is now past. You are now in reality.
Yeah, that's true. Do you remember when you used to remove my shoes? Whenever I could come back, you handle me on the door and you hug me, you remove my shoes. In the first month, that was what she was doing.
But tell you,
today I get in the house. And guess what? She said, remove your shoes, go and put them there. As we are clocking our 1 year anniversary, my friend, things are no longer the same.
So don't be shocked or like you feel like maybe our marriage is no longer the same. There is so much excitement in the beginning, you're getting to know each other, the romance is just flowing. As you grow together, as you move, months go by, reality starts hitting, you're now learning each other, you're now seeing the true colors also. By the way, when it comes to brushing teeth, in the first month I used to see no problem with it. We used to brush together, but right now I can't tolerate seeing him brushing. He has to go brush, I brush after, because you feel like he's putting all the thing, what is coming everywhere. You see, you can't tolerate. The reality is now entered.
What about you kneeling down when serving me food? You remember that reality in the first month?
Guys, we are not saying that other couples are not doing it. By the way, there are those who still hold on to their romance is still flowing. I remember the first days I used to kneel down, I wash him his hands, I serve him his food, everything I used to do. But these days, maybe when the mind is there, it has to come.
That came when I told her here in Uganda, you have to kneel down when you are serving your husband. So she started very right in the first month. But today, she can even tell me, the food is ready. Go and get your food. You take to the dining. That is now 1 year cooking. But I miss that, darling.
Now we are going to work on. By the way, as you go through that phase, you work through yourselves, you try to adjust, life happens, reality hits. So most of the times I've seen, if you watch too many movies and you try to, those things are not real, guys. Some of the things we see in movies and we feel like we should also do them in our homes. Some of them are not real, people are acting. So reality, when it hits, sometimes I just feel like, in terms of shoes, when he comes back, he removes his shoes and puts them maybe at the door. I'm like, what? Take your shoes, you know where your shoes stays, these things happens. So don't feel like love is no longer there, when you see these things happening. They do happen. I'm not saying to everyone, by the way, there are people who still, from the day they got married up until now, maybe 5 years in marriage, they are still doing the same thing.
But we are also trying to, to go back in that way. Because it's interesting, It feels good. It feels good to brush one another. It feels good to remove my shoes whenever I come back.
Shoes, I'm going to
it feels good to kneel down when you're
giving
me food.
Kneeling down,
it feels good.
We'll go back to that. But sometimes life happens. Lot of learning each other, disagreeing, arguments. After an argument, there's no way I'm going to kneel down. Those are some of the realities that happens in marriage.
And mostly for us, we are always together. So, as even siblings, when you're together, you fight a bit.
That marriage is very hard where you're seeing each other every day. So guys, and the other thing about us, we do a home-based business, so we are seeing each other daily. The truth is, it's not easy to run a marriage where from morning to evening you see each other. Every day of each day you see each other.
It's not easy to maintain the romantic thing. It's not really easy. It's not easy.
You know, it's easy to I feel like it's easy to maintain the romantic thing when maybe in the morning this one is going to work, this one is going to work, you meet in the evening. You know, I feel like that. I don't know for people who are in that, but for us, when you're seeing your person each and every day from morning to evening, I tell you, there's no way.
And you didn't grow up together. You know, even if it's siblings, you have grown up together. There is a way you fight.
You argue. I remember with my brothers, we used to fight a lot. What about a stranger?
You see.
And the other thing about us, we are interracial couple. You know, I'm from Zimbabwe, he's from Uganda, and culture differences. A lot of culture difference. So there is a lot of arguing and quarreling. But you know, in the first months, those things were not there. I'm sure as you move on, reality starts hitting.
For sure, it's hard to contain. It's hard to contain.
That's very true. You know, I remember we used to even laugh on our phones together. In the first month, we sit down, sweetheart, come and see this joke, come and see this. You know, we were in full romance.
But today, today everyone sits on the other side, this one the other side.
Mind your own phone, and if you laugh, I ask you, what are you laughing about? The other one can say, concentrate on what you are doing. Why do you care? You see, those are things that happens. But, you know, as we are towards celebrating our 1-year anniversary in a few months from now, we are just trying to go back to the things we can handle.
By the way, we are going back. We are going back. And
we need to go back to the things we... So if you're in a marriage and you experience a lot of differences, you're like, wow, I remember the first times we got married, things were not like this. Just to know that that's reality. It's a phase you can't skip. By the way, in any business, even if you start a business, the first months are always exciting. 4 months down the line, you even feel like quitting or closing down the business. And many people do that. Same with marriage. When you start marriage, you're in honeymoon phase. You are now realizing that this one, you know, there's a way. In first month, you can't realize a lot of things. Even when you are sleeping, you could not see the other partners, what they do. But right now, you see the other they sleep their mouth open. Those things start irritating you. But that's the reality. You start discovering things you've never discovered most of the times.
That's very true, guys. So, in fact, as we're celebrating our 1st year anniversary, put it in comments. What do you want us to do, you know, as we used to be? Because we want this, you know, to go on and on and on. We don't want this kind of take my shoes, what? I want you to, you know?
We are working on that, you know, going back to that romantic mode. But I know there are things we can't really go back to. But we need to keep on, you know, improving ourselves, bringing back the love. By the way, marriage is work. You need to work on it to work as well. You build it together. So I feel like as we celebrate our 1 year, we are going to be at a better phase.
We have to. We have to make a decision to go back.
Yes, that's very true. So if you're out there, you're married, you're in a relationship, just to know that these things happens to everyone. So don't feel like, this marriage is no longer working. You used to do this. You dwell on the past. It will not work. Just accept that these are phases. We have to go through the quenching, the burning, the fire. After that, just know that it's going to flow. Even as we are working towards going back, you know, to removing shoes, you know, to removing the jacket, kneeling down I do, by the way. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. So I need to go back to that routine, you know, of just showing each other love, you know, showing each other love. So guys, we just want to encourage you, if you're in love, you're married, or whether you're in a relationship, you're looking forward to be married, don't be so shocked. After 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, down the line, 6 months of marriage, things are no longer the same. It's just a phase. It will pass. It will pass. For us, we see ourselves even going back a bit to what we were doing. Because when reality hit it, things started like, you feel like, wow, do I really know this person? You see, you start doing different things. You are different people. Things are changing, but we are working towards that. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video.
Yeah, if you enjoyed, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
Yes guys, happy holidays once again. Remember, December is all about sharing love, you know, kindness. Make sure you put a smile on someone's face. We love you so much. See you in our next lit video. Mwah.